Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. This is my Joseph Parker versus Fabio Wardley bottom preview and bottom predictions for the full card. So let's get straight into it. So starting off then with quite an interesting fight, Danny Quartermain versus Royce Barney Smith, the upcoming Duncer, 10 rounds of featherweight contests. A lot of big things about Royce Barney Smith. He's a southpaw fighter. He can set traps. Technically still fighter. While Danny Quartermain is an all-action roughhouse for me fighter. It's a good test for Royce, isn't it? It is quite a good test for Royce. I just feel, I don't know why. I just feel, was it the right step up for Royce Barney Smith? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I don't think Royce Barney Smith will use the fight because I do feel Frank Warren behind or having his mouth in the ears of the judges, or don't make him use the fight because he is a prospect and all that. It's a very tough fight to come into for Royce Barney Smith straight away. A roughhouse like Danny Quartermain as well. Maybe it's a learning fight for Royce Barney Smith and he can come back from it. And it's a pittance for me. It is a pittance fight for me. It is a pittance fight. Royce Barney Smith will be the favourite to win because of all the hype about him. But for me, I can't split the two of them. I'm asking them for a draw between Danny Quartermain and Royce Barney Smith. Then I think in the rematch, if there is a rematch, I think Barney Smith will win the rematch because it's 10-round contests and it is a step up for Royce Barney Smith as well. We've seen Danny Quartermain fight on the GBM shows as well. So yeah, I'm going for a draw in that fight. I just feel it's a hard fight to call for me. I don't see Royce losing the fight, but I can definitely see it ending the draw or someone edging it, in my opinion. I do think it's actually a close fight, in my opinion, with the way Quartermain fights as well. So I'm under for a draw in that fight. Up next, got US Edmondson versus Ezra Taylor, 12-round contest from Commonwealth Light Heavyweight title. Also, US Edmondson most recently been in with the likes of Daniel Rapin on the Usyk the Bar card, and he made it tough, didn't he? He made it tough for Daniel Rapin. With controversial point decision as well. He made it very rough. It was a rough fight for Dan Rapin. Made it tough for Dan Rapin as well. US Edmondson, a tough orthodox fighter who can make it a rough fight. Ezra Taylor is also an orthodox fighter who's got that stiffness about him, hasn't he? Ezra Taylor, which I think will be key in this fight. But there then, if US Edmondson cause Daniel Rapin problems, he will definitely cause Ezra Taylor problems, in my opinion. But for me, it's going to be a pit and fight. But I do feel I am under for Ezra Taylor to get the win, in my opinion, and win on points. I think it was against Troy Jones, wasn't it? Was it against Troy Jones where it was just a boring fight because Troy Jones was tension all the time? And Ezra Taylor couldn't show what he was made of as well. And that's what US Edmondson tried to do to Dan Rapin. But US Edmondson did more than pretty Troy Jones did than Ezra Taylor. And but I'm going to go for Ezra Taylor to win on points, in my opinion. Up next, it's a WBO middleweight eliminator between Denzel Bentley and Andre Saavedra. 12-round contest for the 12-round contest in WBO middleweight eliminator to be the next man in line to face Janabek. And obviously, Denzel Bentley, again, he's been inactive, hasn't he? Denzel Bentley in recent times, he has been inactive, hasn't he? And Denzel Bentley, we all know what he's about. He has that effective jab. He has got power punches. He can make adjustments as well. He's still the only man to this day to cause Janabek problems, in my opinion. And entry Seaver, he's got power. He's more of a Scudder's fighter. He will make this fight very Scudder's, in my opinion. But I do feel that will suit Denzel Bentley, in my opinion. As I am the door for a Denzel Bentley to outbox entry Seaver on points, in my opinion. And I had to see Bentley get another shot at Janabek, especially after the first fight as well, who caused Janabek massive problems. I see Bentley get another shot, but I think, again, I do think Bentley will need another fight before going into that Janabek fight, in my opinion. But I do think Denzel Bentley will win that fight, in my opinion. Now on to the main event, Joseph Parker versus Fabio, 12-round contest for Joseph Parker's interim WBA heavyweight title and for Fabio interim WBA heavyweight title. And I was quite curious when I saw this fight made, because I did not think Fabio deserved this fight, if I'm being honest with you. I felt Fabio needed a couple more fights before stepping into a fight with Joseph Parker. And Joseph Parker, it's a real shame that he didn't get his shot as an Usyk, but Usyk has got an injury, apparently, so... And you know what I like about Joseph Parker? He even said, didn't he? He even said, was it on TalkSport? I don't really care if Usyk's injured or not, I just want to get more active and have another fight. Which is fair play to him, isn't it? It's fair play to him. Joseph Parker has had a better resume, hasn't he? He's beaten the likes of Batoye, San and Wilder in his recent fights. Did a job on all three of them, didn't he? And Joseph Parker's getting better. He's getting better and better, isn't he? He's getting better and better under Andy Yee. Is Joseph Parker. He's got that aggressive mindset, hasn't he? He's got that adaptability. He's got that endurance. He's got that endurance, technical side to him. He's got hand speed. He's got power. He's definitely got power, as we saw against Batoye. And he's got that snapping sharp as well, Joseph Parker. We see it all the time, Parker's fights, where it's quite a quick jab, isn't it? Quite a quick jab. Well, Fabio came from the white collar background, hasn't he? As he likes to keep saying, keeps going on about it. He's got that power, precision, speed. He's got that explosive. He's very explosive. Got that finisher instinct, as we saw against Justice Huni, where, let's be real, he was taught out against Justice Huni. He was found out against Justice Huni until, was it the final round? 10th, 11th, 12th round, where I can't remember which round it was, where he found that punch from out of nowhere and KO'd Justice Huni. Got that athleticism, got the heart. Very tough fighter, isn't he, Fabio? Very tough. He can easily get cut though, can't he? Fabio, for some reason, he seems to have that cut, doesn't he, on his nose, where, as we saw against Fraser Clark, where if you can land on that, he gets cut quite easily, like on his nose, which Joseph Parker will be targeting, in my opinion. And the fact that this card is on pay-per-view is quite disappointing, in my opinion. For me, this card, is not a pay-per-view card, in my opinion. Because I'm not trying to spec Joseph Parker, but is he really a pay-per-view name? Not for me. And Wardley's definitely not a pay-per-view name either. So on this card, I'm looking at who the hell is the pay-per-view name. Oh yes, this was an undisputed heavyweight fight. Then, yeah, obviously I understand it, but they're not really pay-per-view stars, are they? I do like Joseph Parker. He's a funny guy, isn't he? He's a funny guy with his call-out videos as well. I think he does the best call-out videos, Joseph Parker, in terms of his music. Call-out videos as well. And yeah, the winner, for me, the winner should be down the short at Asner Usyk now, in my opinion. Because he can't hold 2 interim belts and not get a shot at Asner Usyk. I think that's why Joseph Parker took it, didn't he? It was like, right, we'll fight Fabio Wardley for his interim title, and now you can say, well, Usyk can't really. I'm not saying Usyk is avoiding Parker. I do think Usyk does have an injury, and I do think Usyk does need a rest as well. Let's be real, at his age, and let's be real, Usyk only has one more fight as well. That is already confirmed. That he's gonna have one more fight. And I do feel it will be the winner of this fight, in my opinion. I still feel there's a level in this fight. I still think Parker is still levels above Fabio Wardley. I think it's a massive step up for Fabio Wardley. I think Fabio Wardley should have went straight into the rematch with Chosasuni, in my opinion. I know he knocked him out yet, and that is quite conclusive, but it was using every round. And Chosasuni would have had a right to the rematch. I just feel Wardley's not ready for me. I just feel we'll see the levels for me. Wardley is not world level, in my opinion. Joseph Parker is definitely world level. And Joseph Parker should really be. I think it's a real shame how Parker's not really got his title shot after beating Wilder, Sam, and Battori. He should be down his title shot. And obviously, we all know Down Dubois pulled out last minute. Then Joseph Parker as well on fight week due to illness. So he's been unlucky, Parker, hasn't he? Not to get a title shot. And for me, I do feel Parker will win this fight. I think he stops Wardley as well. I do feel he does stop Fabio Wardley, in my opinion. Whether he stops Wardley or whether the referee stops the fight, I feel Fabio Wardley's nose is the area that's harder, in my opinion. It gets cut open so easily. The mark on his nose. And I do think Parker, and like I said, Parker's getting better and better every fight under Andy Yee. I think it'll probably be a midway stoppage, because Fabio Wardley is quite athletic, isn't he, compared to Martin Battori. Wardley should be good on his movement, but I do think once Parker lands on Wardley and that cut on his nose starts to open, where Fabio Wardley's nose is vulnerable, then I think Parker gets to him in the end. And I think Parker, it's just going to be that level above, I'm afraid, for Fabio Wardley. But same time, it's a learning fight, isn't it, for Fabio Wardley? Fabio Wardley's under no pressure. All the pressure's on Joseph Parker. Even if Wardley uses this fight, he can still say, you know what, no shame using to Joseph Parker. And Fabio Wardley can definitely come again. If Fabio Wardley was to win, don't get me wrong, Fabio Wardley's got that punch, hasn't he? He has got that powerful punch, Fabio Wardley, where if he was to beat Joseph Parker, we saw it against Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce knocked Joseph Parker out. Where if Fabio Wardley ends up doing that, and all of a sudden it's a long way back for Joseph Parker, because it can't be used into a white collar fighter. Not respect to Fabio Wardley, but Imagine Joseph Parker uses. He's way down the pecking order. And all of a sudden, it's a massive reward for Fabio Wardley. And Fabio Wardley be like, yeah, let's go straight into the Usyk fight. So, but for me, I feel Parker's getting better and better ever since being with Andy E. He's been getting better and better and better and better. Joseph Parker, very good boxer as well. Very good boxer, very good fighter, Joseph Parker, very underrated as well. And I think he's just done being that level above, I'm afraid, from Wardley. And I think Parker wins by chaos at stoppage, midway stats and yet stoppage for me, for Joseph Parker, in my opinion. So feel free to leave your thoughts and predictions down below for the Parker versus Wardley card down below in the comments. And I'll see you all for more boxing previews next week.